Prime 106 Brown Bag Morning. Buenos dias. Good morning.
Buenos
We got our
dias.
good brother Jason Martin in here with us. Good morning, Jason.
What's happening? What's happening?
Hey.
The coffee and kush is brewing.
Let's go.
Always.
Let's go.
Is that what that smell is?
Yes.
All right. Chupacabra's a new album.
Yes.
Our guy Jason Martin, formerly known as Problem,
Yep.
alongside DJ Quik.
Yes.
Bruh, you know what's crazy is I know we all grew up on Quik.
Yeah.
For you to be like, hey, one day I'm going to have a collab album. Is this something that you ever thought? I'm sure it's something everyone's always wanted.
Man.
To have that type of a collab.
Never, ever in my life. You know what I'm saying? When we did the first one, we did Rosecrans. It was
Right.
like a blur. And we didn't even know we were doing the album. We were just cutting.
It was good too.
This one right here was like, we're going in, we're going to do something special. We're going to really do all the things that we didn't do last time. It's been an amazing ride. He would be here, man. He's a little under the weather. He's getting ready. He's getting ready for tour. He's about to leave to Canada Sunday with Snoop and Warren G. So
That's fine.
Let me talk to you real quick about Chupacabra, the name. Because
Yeah.
low-key, you see Chupacabra and us, we're like, where?
Right.
Where's the name?
I knew you guys would get it.
Yeah. Triggered
I
us.
was terrified. when you
Yeah.
said that. Oh, yeah.
When's the first time you heard of La Chupacabra?
So that's like me and Bad Luck had this ongoing
Oh,
joke,
shout out
right?
to Bad Luck,
Shout
by
out to
the way.
Luck. Good luck. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
we all
Bad
changed our
Luck.
names.
Yeah.
But I was like, yeah, I've seen 3 of them. He'd be like, what? You ain't never seen no Chupacabra. I'm like, yeah. I've seen 3 of them. I've seen 2 on Mulholland Drive. I will always drive by, like, right there. So he would just laugh. So
Oh my God.
when we coming up with the album, I'm like, what are we going to call it? So I understand what a Chupacabra is.
Yeah.
Urban
Right.
legend. You know what I'm saying? You've never seen them, but you've heard that
Kind
they're
of like a
terrifying.
Sasquatch, but for
Exactly.
us.
Oh, yeah.
And they the goat killers.
Yep,
They
that
are,
part.
yeah.
So I was like, if you know me and Quik, you know us. We've been around a while.
Yeah.
People know not to mess with us in that studio,
Yeah.
Right.
even the goats. So it was a play on that. And then the urban legend situation, it all kind of made sense just to add some mysteriousness to it and just to involve the Hispanic culture.
Come on, I
Yeah.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's
I
so
appreciate
funny
that.
because, like, growing up, when anyone would have a Chupacabra sighting, it would be on all the news.
Right.
stations. It would even just be a drawing. Like, here's what I saw in the
Right.
Low-key.
Right.
Like, very blurry and obscure.
Breaking news.
So
Yeah.
legit.
Latino, I call it Latino but Bigfoot.
That's
That's what it is.
Latino Bigfoot.
Yeah.
And it was scary because it's like this monster that just goes around sucking the blood of
Yeah.
Ghosts.
It's crazy.
Yeah. So was it you that brought the name up and like, hey, and opened that conversation?
Yeah, he was like, so what we gonna call it? He's like, because I don't want to call it Rosecrans too. I'm like, Chupacabra. He was like, yeah, let's do it.
Funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But as far as the design and everything, Jay Worthy, man, he had a big part in just the whole look and the layout of everything going on, man. Shout out to him.
Shout out to Jay Worthy. Somebody called me Jay Worthy yesterday, and I took it as a compliment.
They look like him?
I was just standing there, and then some guy goes, Jay Worthy. And I was like, that's not me.
So what up?
What up?
No, that's the homie.
That's crazy.
Y'all had it listening at Verse. I think Verse is an underrated restaurant out here in Los Angeles because it was low-key created to be like a sound studio, being
Yes.
next to a studio.
Shout out to Manny Miracle, yes.
Amazing. And then the food is incredible. Talk to me about, I guess, like, how did that feel for you? Just letting people hear it. You know, it is a bunch of tastemakers in that room.
Right. The setting was perfect.
Yeah.
I've been knowing Manny for a long time, working with Larry B, you know what I'm saying? I was there when he actually built it right before the pandemic.
Wow.
So they had to, me and Terrace would be in there like testing the sound and listening. So I've been to several events there. I'm like, man, I want to do something there dope, you know what I'm saying? And curate it because I know the menu back and forth. I know all the chefs.
The bread.
Come
Shout out
on, the
Oscar
honey
the-
bun. Come on.
Bro.
Did I do right? We're good?
I'm missing out.
No, you're
out.
missing out
Yeah.
for sure. And the chef that I know, his name is Oscar. He's incredible.
Fire.
Kills it.
Yeah, they do an East LA twist on everybody else's culture.
Bro,
food.
it's
Oh, that's
amazing.
so
So,
cool. You should
yeah.
have brought us some.
Super
No.
fire. But you got it. Listen, I've never had takeout there because it's
Yeah.
like I don't know what it'll taste
It's
like, but
freshly
it's
cooked.
about
Yeah,
being.
it's everything.
It's about being
It's
there,
about
right?
Yeah.
being there. You
Yeah.
want to get all the different stuff. I wanted to give y'all more food, but it was like, okay, we'll be sitting
Yeah.
there
They
sleep.
need Thanksgiving dinner at that
Yeah,
point.
for sure.
Tell me about the album because from what I've heard, it's a little bit retro sounding. You know, you guys using like a retro sounds. What was the intention like behind that?
I want to call it like an elevated retro. The first half, for sure, we
Yeah.
definitely want to have authentic West Coast, but
Right.
elevated because there's 2 different fan bases going. We have my problem, Jason Martin fan base, but we have Quik's, who hasn't heard. They've heard me. They haven't heard him. He hasn't dropped the album since Rosecrans.
Yeah.
So I thought it was really
Sheesh.
important to start with the culture. Me, Game, Sugar Free, Meet the Whoops, like let's begin there, and then if I think there's we got Rodney O, then we go to Thundercat for the instrumental, then we start with the new versions with the Channel Treasures, the K-Tronadas, Free Nationals. So it was about like bridging it to what I think Compton is about to sound like. So it was very, very intentional.
You know what I love about that, Jason, is that oftentimes we've seen like the OGs to their own right, because they made a name for themselves, maybe or maybe not be so like arm reaching to the next gen, you know, but to see you guys be different generations but still be like, dude, we could be collaborative. I know Quik and them, they don't just mess with anybody, you know. What do you think it is about Jason that it's like, no, we got to keep him around, make music with him, you know, and have that be our partner? Because you think of Quik, you think of Sugar Free, you think of like everybody that's around him, but it's also now, come on, Loop and Jason.
Right. Too. Yeah, I think it's because how we met, and I think we have so many similar backgrounds. We're from the same city. Yeah. We actually we're the same style of artists. We make the party music. We got some edge. Rap. We produce. We do have that little edge, but really we want to have some fun. And that word that I hate, but it's really it, the underrated thing. We kind of have so many similarities as far as that. And I think we took a liking to each other. My first time meeting him was ego tripping, working on that with Snoop. And that's when I was young, trying to figure it out.
Was that like 07, 08?
Yeah. So at that time, I'm the only person from Compton in the room, so he just was like, come here. So it's been like that for this whole time, but in album mode, and he's watched me become who I've become. He has ultra respect for that. The first album, he quarterbacked it. So this one was like, well, listen, I'm going to produce, and this is going to be like you most. If you really listen to it, I'm on there about 4 times, but this was about Quik and mixing Quik in these new records, these new sounds. Man. Me, Jay Worthy, Dominique Sanders, we all came in, man, and did our thing on it.
Who gets credit for putting the Free Nationals, Anderson .Paak, and George Clinton together?
So now let me tell you. So now that was the accident of the whole project. We did the song, we produced the song, and it was originally just me on it. Then I called Channel Trez, who I'm a fan of. Please be on the lookout from him. Out of Compton. Channel Trez, super dope cat. So I'm like, you sing this, you do the hook. And so then we had that version. So I think Quik had to do a song for Anderson .Paak's album. Okay. So we're all there, we're vibing. And you know, you're like, well, they're like, man, play something. So we play that, and they all just start pulling out guitars and bass. So I'm like, record it. So they in there just making it great, making it crazy. And so then I come back, we playing it for Jay Worthy, and he's like, man, watch this. He shows me this video of George Clinton talking about Chupacabra. He's like, he sent it to us for the album. Wow. So it was this beautiful accident, and Wiz just got added to that version too. So we're gonna re-release that. Yeah, we just did that like 3 days ago.
I know Wiz is like honorary West Coast.
For sure. My brother.
I feel like even
whose fault is that? Your fault?
I blame Snoop. Snoop grabbed Wiz and said, nobody fuck with Cuz. And it was that.
Even on the collabs you had with him, and even being under like the Taylor Gang stuff, like what you guys created, it just like it made it. I don't know, it made him West Coast. Him wearing the Chucks all the time. Like,
man, we was just in Shantae's strip club the other night having a great time together, man. And we were talking about all this, and Cushion Orange Juice 2 is on the way.
Legendary.
Where with me and Quik handling a lot of the production stuff.
I can't believe that. Just like having a song with George Clinton is
bro. It's crazy. You got when you see the video, you're gonna trip out. Like he went into full mode. It was like, yo, I have to throw this on this part. Of
Go
the
kill
song,
your status.
Man.
Come on.
Let's load it up.
So with the music now, like the culture is very like single based, like pushing singles. How was it to like you put I believe 17 records on this project? Yeah. Like what was the process in making that choice to make such a long project?
Well, we recorded 42 records. Sheesh. So this is the shortened version.
This is the shortened version.
But we wanted to make it like feel like The Chronic. When I played it for Punch, that was the first thing he said. The way you guys like just added voices. Everybody has solo records. Like Dom has a solo record on there. You know what I'm saying? Quik has a solo record on there. We made it where it didn't feel like a long album, but we had to get this message off from start to end.
Yeah.
So it was a lot of like cutting the songs shorter, some making them longer. It just make it make sense for the listener.
Do you think part of like that, I guess, chip on your shoulder feeling is, I know this for Quik for sure, and of course with you, Jason, is that you're not going to conform to whatever the right now is doing. Yeah,
Right.
they're doing short albums. Maybe they're doing 2-minute songs, but I'm not conforming. And if that means maybe I got to wait a little longer, maybe y'all got to get on my level to listen to this, you're okay with that.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, I mean, you know, humbly speaking, I feel like we HOS around here. We do what we want. At the end of the day, like, he's 3 decades in. I'm working on my second.
Yeah.
I ain't asking nobody, can I do anything? That's not really what it is. I can always call power and pull up in here and do what I need to do. I don't have to, like, conform so much as everybody else.
Yeah.
And I didn't make it conforming. Never. Like, even when we dropped on Toe Up, nobody was dropping party music. We just decided to do it.
I love that he gave us the radio version to that song title.
You saw that?
I like how you did that. Shout out to
I'm here. I'm in here. You know what I mean?
I'm so love.
But it's like, nah, bro. Like, at the end of the day, man, I know with social media and how everything is going, a lot of people let that tell them what to do.
Yeah.
Nah, we grabbing the mic back, man. That ain't how it's gonna work.
I've heard before that sometimes it's like kind of heartbreaking to be ahead of your time. Have you ever like felt that way? Because it's like, even right now, like I noticed that you said this is what Compton will sound like.
Yeah.
And it's like, does it ever bother you to be ahead of the time and like the time that you are?
I will say it has in the past. Now that's what I'm known to do. I'm here to push the culture forward.
Yeah.
And I'm here to make sure that everybody that I love and respect is treated with respect.
Yeah.
So, man, hey, it is what it is. It's not really about that. At the end of the day, as long as I feel comfortable with what I'm putting out, I'm good with that. And you know what I'm saying? I think actually people are kind of catching up. I think and at the end of the day, we don't do enough of this, like the press coming out and talking to people, filming ourselves, actually doing the work. So how they gonna know that we're doing it?
Know?
You know what I'm saying? So this project is like, we filmed everything. We got more visuals. We've got proper lead out time. At the end of the day, we can't just do the surprise album thing anymore from this culture, from the West Coast. It's like, we're from one of the biggest places in the world, one of the most important places in the world. So let's treat it like that. Yeah. And I think the artists from here are starting to realize that. We can't microwave the promo. We can't microwave the layout, the rollouts. Like, don't just think, oh, we're quick and prop, so they're going to mess with it. Like, but nah. Let's do the work, and then it'll be in everybody's face.
You know, there's a couple of things that I want to talk to you about with that. Like, I think no one touches the West Coast, especially OGs, on showmanship. Because I've seen, like, Dub C, Mac 10, I've seen Sugar Free and Quik on stage. The way that they get that crowd love, crowd participation, reaction, that may have been lost on different generations. But knowing that we still have them here, and they're like, we're not going to shy away from that. I'm sure you too, Jason. Like, we're going to bring you the full package. All right, we got to where people are maybe becoming content creators, dog. We've been the creators.
Right.
Like, we know how to curate this and bring you a show. I'm sure that's in store too. Not with just this album, but with everything.
Yeah, we're setting up some special things when he gets back. So we're going to do something crazy.
Quik
Show is, when I say, is the most improv thing I've ever seen. I'm like, okay, what we doing? He's like, man, I'll let you know. I'll figure it out. he's literally figuring it out up there on stage, but that's why his show works. It's a little structure, but the more structure he doesn't like. It's like he wants to be able to fill the room and then start telling him what to do. I've definitely picked up on that from him.
And he's genius. I remember going to a Quik's groove, and he stops the show to be like, hey, I need that decibel like a little bit like more. And it's, you're just seeing
You're in a studio session with Quik at his show.
It's wild. I'm like, oh my God, I'm in Quik's groove for sure.
Yeah, like he'll literally like, hey, let's make something brand new right now.
Yes.
All right, now you freestyle. You're like, all right. It's cracking. It's a vibe. You know what I'm saying?
And the instrumentation is there and all of that.
Yeah.
You know, we're talking about just the not necessarily the wave, but I guess the high that the West Coast is on right now.
Yeah.
We just had Kalen in like a couple weeks ago with his new album and the sound that he's bringing. Clearly, what Kendrick's done with what the incredible work he's done with these songs that he's dropped. Jason, are you feeling like we got to take advantage of this moment that we have on the West Coast?
Totally. We don't get these opportunities, man, where we got to watch a hometown guy take on the giant and destroy him in front of everybody.
Be a goat killer.
Straight up. Real chupacabra. You know what I'm saying? and now he's the GOAT. Yeah. And we got to respect that, and we got to follow and fall in line. Yeah. We've been talking every day. Like just talking, just tips on what should be happening next with everybody, not just myself, not just him. Like there's a real conglomerate that situation has rebuilt.
Is there like a group chat or is it like
it's not a group chat, but we are a group that's chatting. I'll say that. I'll definitely say that everybody is knowing when everybody's album is coming out, who needs what. Like I've heard Roddy's music, it's insane. Get ready for that. I've heard YG's music, it's insane. Get ready for that. Mustard's music is coming. Dot's music is coming. I've heard Absol's music. Everybody, but we're locking in, but we're not about to be in each other's way like we probably have been before because we all wanted to be the guy.
Does that remind you of that 2012 era too? Because I think that is what's made the coast lift up when everybody was on that same accord. When you had the TD problems and everybody being like the Dom Kennedys and YGs, everybody's like, all right, we're gonna make it happen for ourselves.
Yeah, it feels like 2012. It really does, and it's not just me saying that. We're all saying it. We sharing pictures from them days when we was like we've been like, wow, this is like crazy because at the end of the day, man, you get caught up in the rat race of trying to not only be the best, but stay. Like it's tough to stay. You know what I mean? And you'll forget about what got you here. And it was the collaborative conversations. It's not even about like being on each other's albums or like pulling. It's like, nah, we literally be like, what you want? What type of music you looking for? Oh, I got this producer. Let's send him that way. Oh,
supporting
he might need this. You know what I'm saying? Like I make
for each other.
Dot hit me like, yo, I'm gonna dig into the crate, see what I can find for y'all. It's like a real group because during the beef, well, not the beef, the competition. I like to call it. They wasn't gonna do nothing anyway. But during the competition, you could tell that everybody was in line and locked arms, because we not finna let nobody mess with that.
No, we protect that at all costs.
I was like refreshing your Twitter to get updates because you were one of the most vocal people during, and I'm like, I know something.
Man, listen, I got Drake bots all in my comments. I can't even talk about nothing regular now. Everybody
Drake
thinks it's that.
Sure.
Bro, it was crazy. Hey man, but listen, come on. At the end of the day, but that thing was a little different for me. Like of course the rap community is dope, but me and Dot are from the exact same neighborhood. There's a 4-block, 8-block difference of where we grew up. I've been seeing him across the street from my house at Lil L's house.
Doing like those little circle freestyles.
Not even at the park. Like he literally went to school with my sister. Like this is a different thing. So our community, like, you know what I'm saying, the West Side, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. We wasn't playing none of that. This turned into a gang meeting.
It's deeper than that.
Straight up.
Come on.
Straight up. Like, nah, homie, what is on? Is it real? We talking to people like, so are them OVO niggas really trying to trip? What we on? So it turned into that, bro. We got real like that, man. But it was dope.
You know what I appreciate too? Because on Not Like Us, it was low key. It was a diss song, but it also was like a love letter to the West Coast, specifically to Compton. And I saw like there's a part where he's rapping. I'm like, this is like a problem for him. When he's like, it's all eyes on me and I'm gonna set it up to Pac. And I could hear it like what? It's in my brain when that was happening.
I'll just say this, man. We were talking and just stay tuned.
Yeah, I love that.
I love that.
You know, you guys just, and granted, we're all babies of the same era. Yeah. So I even had my come up alongside in radio, alongside you guys in music, and to me there was nothing like that time. So it will never be a problem to champion you guys. I've seen the work put in. I've seen just the grind, and to see the brotherhood. Yeah. Regardless of what might have made it distant or disconnected, because I'm sure it's nothing that couldn't be fixed like y'all did. Yeah. That is what is, I guess, what we're cheering for. Right. That it all feels unified, you know?
Yeah, and I think it's important that it stays this way. I mean, when it's like this, it doesn't just affect, like, the artist. It affects radio. Yep. It affects the club scene. Yep. It affects the business of the West Coast when we are aligned and we're all together and not in no type of hitting beefs or competitions. Like I just think we're just more powerful together, and I think everybody is now starting to see that because we've all made our money, we've all sinned to the highest level of sinning. We've got it all out our system, I think. And I think it's just I think it's like I think we just were never mad. I just think everybody just wanted to be the champs. And now competition. It's that, but I think it's like, damn, we can all be the champs at one time. It's kind of crazy. Right. But we always got to understand pecking order, man. And right now, man, Dot is the leader. And let's not play with it as far as of our generation. You know, we got Snoop. and he leads that
of
one.
Course,
Yeah.
of course.
And let's just kind of fall in line and make it make sense, bro. We don't have to have this other thing that was happening.
Could you like back in like 2012? Was there ever a way you could imagine this happening? Like back then, like everybody being on one accord? Because even like I remember like the New West was kind of like a rebellion to like certain OGs not embracing. Right. And then now
Glasses
like,
still got me in trouble during that time. we still fixing Glasses Malone's things. That's my brother for life. F Glasses Malone. All right. Yeah. But no, for real, I predicted in one of my songs that once we all made a certain amount of money, it was gonna get weird. But I knew that because we just wasn't used to it, and a lot of it came relatively fast. Yeah, you know what I mean. Like from 2011, when you saw the Nips, the Doms, the TDEs, the myself, the Tyler Creators, I was a little older than them, but the resurgence of myself and all of that. Of course, we crewed up. We don't know what's going on, and then we all caught records at the same time. So there was a year and a half. Like that's kind of fast to now be the faces of the West Coast. We don't know how to act. I'll speak for me. I didn't know how to act. Mixed in that, the Welcome to Mollywood time. It was going crazy around here. So you know what I'm saying? I'll take my hand out of the ball.
Give me more vibes, say, but I'm coming back.
Yes,
I'm just a man.
Yes, we all had to cleanse. But I mean, we're here, and if it took for one of the homies to fire on one of the biggest guys and beat him up for the dude, whatever it takes, man. I'm glad it's at this place now, and I'm happy to watch and see what everybody's doing. Yeah,
and we're happy to listen to Chupacabra, man. That's June 14th. It's out right before Father's Day, or Father's Day weekend. What are your plans for that? Because I know your dad's. Like, you're an incredible father.
Thank you. So what I plan on doing, because I've been talking to the dads, and everybody's like, well, I'm trying to chill. Everybody's like trying to chill. So I'm going to probably do a Father's Day basketball run in the morning. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to rent out the district gym in Chatsworth. Shout out to my boy Frank, man. It's crazy over there. He has an amazing gym. Rent that out in the morning. Probably have some people bring breakfast. We're going to hoop for a few hours. And
are you competitive with it?
Yes.
Yeah.
I did this with my
That's not chilling. That's not chilling for Father's Day.
Paulo Cabal, because one day, I swear, I was at the park on Ventura, and he pulled up. And then we ran a pickup game.
Yeah.
And you thought, You thought you had something? And then
I had some stuff in me. I got some stuff.
He's already did his thing. I definitely, like for my birthday this year, everybody's like, what you doing? I'm like, I'm renting out the gym. Pull up. And everybody pulled up, man. DeMar pulled up. It was crack. Like, we really just hooped. And everybody called the next day like, man, that was so fun. It was better. We're not waking up with hangovers.
Right.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So I'm like, well, we'll do that for Father's Day in the morning. So we're probably going to do that.
Come on.
That's so fire.
Yeah.
Where's DeMar going?
Well, on the ride this morning when I talked to him, he's still unemployed. I mean, no, that's what we talk. He's like, man, I ain't got no job. What you doing? That's the conversation.
For Father's Day.
Yeah. So I'm like, I don't know at this point. I know I was the one to lobby for him to come to the Lakers when he was about to sign, and then the Westbrook thing happened. Shout out to Westbrook, I don't know if I want to fight that hard at this point for that. I want him to be close to the city. I actually think it's a better fit for him. My personal opinion, this is not what he said. Denver Nuggets, Warriors, or the Spurs is where I would want to see him go. I don't want him caught up in the Laker hoopla until they get that situation together.
Bring him to the Clips.
But no, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're not doing that.
He doesn't go to the Suns
to the Clips.
Can't do that. He ain't gonna do that.
No,
he's not gonna do that.
Yeah.
But I think I think he definitely needs to come back west. But I'm not mad if he stays in Chicago. It's a wonderful city. Every time we out there, it's a vibe. And when they were together, they were the #1 team in the East, bro.
They were. Like, just injuries derailed.
The injuries just tore it up, man. If they can make a few moves, man, I'm not mad at him staying in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? I think that's probably the best fit for him.
But not the Clippers.
No.
Okay.
What?
This is our one Clipper
Come on.
fan right here.
Don't listen.
No, I will say,
Are you
man.
going into it, Dome?
Listen,
that
I love the
thing is
Clippers
set up.
games. Like, the games feel like a club.
Yeah.
Like, it's way more cracking than the Lakers game. Lakers
Yeah.
game's kind of boring.
little
It's
bit
too
dim.
regal. It's like very like.
Yeah.
Be careful. Don't step
Hollywood.
there.
Yeah, Clippers games, if we could take, like, so give us y'all atmosphere.
No.
Y'all get out of here.
Bro.
Yeah.
Steve Ballmer, look, I got a feature agent here.
Yeah.
Come
You know
on,
what
man.
I'm saying?
Well, listen, now. Business is business.
Now that.
Business is still business. Mr. Bomber, you got a conversation we can have.
Yeah.
And because of DeMar.
Right. Let me throw a coffee and cushion there somewhere. We be good. We be all right. Let's do
Hey,
it.
if you didn't know, they're gonna have a smoking section.
I didn't know that. That's why I said that.
Yeah. Hey, we can sell coffee there.
I definitely knew that. I definitely knew.
Okay, we're gonna have a business call with Steve.
Yeah, we'll work it out.
Thank you so much, Jason, for coming through. Your family again. These halls are your halls. You've been in here since the start of your career. You've always brought great things to Power 106, and we just love to champion you anytime we can.
Man, thank you. I appreciate you guys.
Let's
real.
go. It's Power 106.
Yeah.
Baby. Chupacabra. Come on.